guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Battle Series, the School of Hard Knocks. So throughout this episode, like every other, we'll be jumping on to the Pokemon Global Link Battle Spotlight, picking on the Championship Battle rules, which is the equivalent rule set of the VGC 2018 season, and we are jumping straight into it today. Japanese player rated 1634 with a team of Blaziken, Bishop, Tapu Koko, Kartana, Cresselia and Landorus-T in form. As always guys, if you enjoy the content, please leave a like on the video. It is massively appreciated, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you do subscribe so you can stay up to date and follow all of the content that we have coming out each and every week. So very interesting team to kind of come up against. We played one similar on the channel not so long ago. Very fun Blaziken team. It's going to be Mega Blaziken with that Bishop, the Koko. We've got double steel types in the team with the Kartana. Got the Cresselia there for, I'd say, speed control. Probably more likely that it's got Icy Wind. It could have Trick Room though as well to kind of reverse opposing team's Trick Room. And then you've got the Landorus just offering some Intimidate support as well. I think Charizard's alright here. Blaziken makes things a bit more difficult. Maybe we could go down a... I think if I go Koko, I don't want to bring Landorus-T in though, because I feel like it just activates Defiant boosts and things like that. Let's bring Landorus in the back. Or do we go with our Trick Room mod and bring Cresselia and Sylveon? It's just Cresselia has such a hard time. We could just go Landorus and Kartana. Which might not be bad, because we've got the Kartana as a kind of get out of jail free card with that sash. So if we do get into a little sticky situation, we can always try and utilise that. But we'll see. We'll see. Mega Blaziken is super tough to deal with. And because we haven't brought out Cresselia, because of that Bishop, we've not really got too many options with speed control. We might not want to go with the Sun straight away with Charizard. So we see Koko Bishop come up for my opponent. We do see the electric terrain get set up. Now do we Tailwind here? Tailwind and Dazzle. Or do we just Dazzle and protect the Charizard? I feel like we protect Char, and we can Dazzle. We can Razzle Dazzle. The Bishop probably protects here though, right? And the Koko goes for an attack into our Charizard. Like, we should take an Iron Head from the Bishop. Opposing Koko protects, so protecting on protects. So we could have got away with that Tailwind there, that cheeky Tailwind we could have went for. We should have been a bit more brave, I feel. We do get a Dazzling Gleam off. We will hit this Bishop, do decent damage to it. And, ooh. And a knockoff coming into the Bishop. Alright. But I mean, we can Gigavolt Havoc the Bishop here and take it down. That's a nice option. So I think I might actually just do that. Switch in Lando for Charizard and go for that Gigavolt. Feels a bit wasteful, but just want to make sure that we take it down. We could probably Thunderbolt if I knew my calcs a little bit better. But at the same time, if something comes in on that slot like the Blaziken, maybe, expecting that we get the Sun up, then you never know. We might be able to nab a cheeky little KO on something that's going to be quite threatening. Okay, so let's get the Charizard back out of the way. Get the Intimidate off. Obviously proc that Defiant ability on the Bishop, but we're not too worried about Sucker Punch on our Tapu Koko, to be honest. Bishop does protect though. We do get the Z move off. This will probably put the Blaziken into Dazzling Gleam range, I'd imagine. Oh yeah, easy. So there's just a Dazzle from the opposing Tapu Koko. Oh my god, critical hit on ours, revealing the Life Orb. Oh, I don't know if we take a Sucker Punch now with that Tapu Koko. Ugh, that is frustrating. I mean, one thing we could do is Earthquake and switch into Charizard with our Koko and hope that the Bishop goes for a Sucker Punch onto Koko rather than the Landorus. Thinking that we know our Landorus goes down to a Sucker Punch, so we switch it out. No. No, no, no. You can see that critical hit made such a difference there. Like, now we can bring in our Koko. I think we go Dazzle, and I think we need to go Tailwind here. Let's Mega Evolve and Tailwind. But like I say, I feel like we lose Koko to a Sucker Punch from this range. And the Life Orb T-Bolt will take our Charizard down. So if we lose Charizard here, the game's like over. Yeah, I mean, that's it, really. Yeah, that is game. I mean, the biggest problem was we said we should have Tailwinded turn 1. But we just weren't brave enough to do that. And I mean, it is risky. Like, turn 1, you never really want to give too much away. Like, T-Bolt straight into Charizard in that situation, you lose it, and then the game's such a hard struggle after that. I mean, the biggest thing there was the Dazzling crit on our Koko. If we hadn't had that, we take another Sucker Punch, and we get rid of the Bishop, and then we can kind of move forward from there. Landorus could maneuver as well a bit better, but never mind. Things happen. Okay, so we've got one game out of the way. Not the best of starts, but let's go on to our next one. Oh, RNG sometimes, I swear. It is the worst. It is the worst, isn't it? But it can also be the best, so we can't complain too much. Oh, that is disappointing though. I always get, like, it's the same as that game on Monday, where like that you come out of it and feel like really deflated afterwards. But I guess that's one of the big things about learning when you're playing Pokemon. It's kind of just come out the end of that, come through that game, and then like just be okay. Take a minute, compose yourself. We've got a new game. We don't even need to think about that game. This is all about this game. So you just need to brush that one off and go on to the next one and just see if you can approach it a little bit better. So we've got our next opponent playing a team of Tapu Fini, Kartana, Torkoal, Tyranitar, Porygon 2 and Landorus-T form. So we've got double weather on the team here. You've got to imagine that the Tyranitar's the Mega here. A nice Fire, Water, Grass core for switching synergy with the Torkoal, the Tapu Fini and the Kartana. You're going to have Trick Room support there with the Porygon 2. And the Landorus is going to be, I don't know, maybe Scarfed to be as a pivot, provide Intimidate support and ground attacks for the rest of the team as well. So Charizard's going to have a really tough time here, like a really tough time. Now, what do we lead with? I feel like because we've got the Taunt on the Koko, we could lead Koko and Kartana. Now Landorus could come in and be a bit of a problem. So we probably want our own Landorus, and then it's what do we want in our last slot? Do we want Sylveon or do we want Cresselia? Because the eruption from Torkoal is going to be a bit awkward to deal with. Maybe reversing the Trick Room is going to be our best win con, so Let's maybe go a bit pragmatic and bring Cresselia here. Even though Sylveon would be nice for just the damage. But we're probably better off having an option of speed control, at the very least. Because if we can't stop the Trick Room, then at least we've got a way to kind of reverse it. What's that guy? He's so happy, so happy. I'm not in the mood for being smiled at. I'm like, that last match was terrible. But it's fine. Okay, Kartana, Landorus, my opponent. Nice lead for them. Gets the Intimidate off onto both of our targets. Okay. What's the Landorus gonna do? I do not know. I feel like I want to just maybe protect. Do I want to protect Coco, or do I want to just attack into the Kartana? I could double the Kartana, to be honest. But then there's every threat of an Earthquake. But does my opponent Earthquake at this point? I could pull a double switch, to be honest. Might not be the worst thing to do. But no, let's just protect Coco here and bring in our own Landorus. Just you've got to be a little bit wary about whether or not the P2 comes in, and you kind of don't want the P2 to come in when I don't have Coco out on the field, because that's our main way to stop the Trick Room. We want to be able to taunt it. So we get a Landorus in, get the Intimidate off to both targets. We'll just protect Coco. Imagine a Landorus goes for U-turn. No, just Rock Slide. And what are we going to see the Kartana go for? We're going to Tailwind. Oh my god. Is that a crit? Yeah. Oh. So I think we just double into the Kartana here. We can just Thunderbolt and Rock Slide. Yeah. We should be able to get rid of the Kartana from this range. So there's our Rock Slide. Do we return the crit favour? I don't think we do. But we get the flinch, which is huge. Is this T-Bolt enough to take down the Kartana? It isn't! It isn't! We do get the paralysis though. Leaf Blade coming out into Landorus. We should take it, we do. Okay. Now we can take down the Kartana. But we might want to just Dazzle. Razzle Dazzle and get Cresselia in. Because that Landorus is scarfed, we know now. We know. So flinch before our Coco. There's the Rock Slide. Coco avoiding it. So RNG shining down on us a bit kinda this time around. We will get the Dazzle, get rid of this Kartana, and do a bit of chip damage onto this Landorus, which is nice. And what are we going to see come in? Is it going to be the Porygon 2? Is it going to be the T-Tar? So you've got to imagine my opponent brings these Mega here. Especially because we're running the Charizard-Y team. Yeah, and here comes the T-Tar. Okay. So maybe not. Maybe we won't see the ooh, do we taunt the T-Tar expecting it to go for a Dragon Dance? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna just Icy Wind as well. Because I fully expect the T-Tar to go Dragon Dance here. If we can get an Icy Wind off onto the Landorus. I don't want to bring in our Landorus just yet because I feel... oh, Porygon 2 going to come out. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to bring in Landorus just to get Intimidate because if the T-Tar just decides to go Rock Slide, then things aren't going to be great for us. So So we get the taunt off into the T-Tar. Let's hope it does go for that Dragon Dance like we kind of expected to. Yeah, it does. Excellent. We get an Icy Wind. Okay. We can taunt the P2. I wonder if a Helping Hand Gigavolt Havoc gets the Porygon 2. I bet it doesn't though. We can taunt it. What have we got in the back? Kartana. Now's the time to probably bring in Landorus, get the Intimidate onto the T-Tar. Because now's when it'll probably go for an attack into the Koko, so we want to just minimise damage if we can. And overall we've got Kartana to come in, and Kartana is really good against whatever my opponent's got left, so it should be fine. So we get the taunt into the P2, stop it doing anything. It's pretty obvious, so P2 might just go for an attack here. Crunch into that Cresselia slot, takes down the Landorus after the Intimidate, and we'll see the Porygon 2 just go for an Ice Beam. Just fair enough. Really? Oh, come on. Give me a break. Alright, we've got Kartana, I guess. Oh, this is the worst. This is going from bad to worse. We kind of need to Thor, don't we? Thor. Let's go Gigavolt Havoc into the P2 and Sacred Sword. But I feel like we lose Kartana to a Rock Slide Ice Beam here. If we hadn't had the freeze, it would be so much easier. We'd just be able to clean up. Oh. How frustrating. Come on, Coco, Thor out. Feel the heat from your belly. We see the Landorus coming, it's going to get the Intimidate off. Thor out! Z-move! I don't know if it'll be enough though. But Coco, regardless, heard us. Heard our cries for help. Melted the ice through. It's just sheer will. Let's see, is this going to be enough? I don't think it is. We needed the terrain really to kind of pair with this. Well, maybe. -1 Sacred Sword. Don't know if this is going to do the job. It is! Kartana, Coco, heroes. We get the Beast Boost. Amazing. Okay, we can do this now. Game back on. Right. T-Tar, we know it's got Dragon Dance. Landorus is Scarfed. If it goes Super Power though, I think we just Sacred Sword. Maybe not. Maybe we go Leaf Blade into the Landorus. Oh no. Oh no. No, because we can deal with the Landorus. It's the Sacred Sword. No, we go Leaf Blade into the Landorus. We know we can take this down this turn. Get Coco out. Get Cresselia back in. I don't think we'll see a Dragon Dance from the T-Tar. Rock Slide. As long as Kartana doesn't flinch here, it'd be good. Leaf Blade. Okay. What's a T-Tar do? Dragon Dance. See, Dragon Dance is in our face. But I think we're alright. We're still going to be alright. We're not going to go down to a Rock Slide. And we can just Sacred Sword this thing. Because I think we take a crunch for sure. Let's Icy Wind and Sacred Sword. That should be enough to take this T-Tar down. Rock Slide. I guess the only thing we've got to worry about here is Flinch, but we are the Flinch kings, so we don't really care about that because Kartana Although flinches. So does Cresselia. Sandstorm subsides. Let's go for the same again. Gonna be another rock slide. Does Cress take this one? Just about. Proxar Berry. All we need is an icy wind. All we need. And then we can win this. Cortana doesn't flinch. Sacred Sword for the win. Excellent. There's moments there where it looked bad. But never mind. We got through it. And I think we got time for one more game, guys. I feel like we've got time for one more game. Good game to my opponent. The Thor there was clutch. So that was nice. Getting that, obviously. I hate freeze though. It's always like the unknown. Always the unknown. Like, are you going to Thor out? Or are you just going to stay frozen for the next 10 turns? Never to move again. But thankfully, Coco heard our cries for help. Came through. We got rid of the P2, which was pretty huge. And clinched us the victory. Let's go Johto Legend for a little throwback in music. And yeah, we can fit one more in. So that's good. And straight away with another opponent, 1552 Japanese player, playing a team of Coco, Cresselia, Charizard-Y, or maybe Charizard-X, probably Charizard-Y though with this combination, Landorus-T, Kangaskhan and Whimsicott. So the Whimsicott, Kangaskhan kind of like a tag onto this, like something that we don't really see with the Char-Y team. So double mega team you've got to imagine here, 2 mods. Cresselia going to support with its potential Icy Wind, Helping Hand, Ally Switch, Shenanigans, Speed Control, probably Reverse and Trick Room if Trick Room's an issue. Whimsicott going to be the faster Tailwind Prankster Abuser on the team here. Okay, what are we going to do? I think Landorus is quite a nice safe lead for us, just for the Intimidate on that Kangaskhan. It puts pressure on the Tapu Koko, puts pressure on the Charizard. And we could lead with our own Cresselia as well, or do we? Cresselia, maybe or not. Yeah, let's do that. And I think I'm going to bring Sylveon and Charizard to this one, and we'll leave Coco Cortana at home. Because I want to try and get this Sylveon going at some point this week, and we haven't really had too many opportunities where we've been able to play it. So if we can try and get the Trick Room mode here, the majority of the team that we're facing down against is super fast. So if we can get the Trick Room up, Sylveon can do some good work. Obviously we've got to worry a little bit about the Charizard-Y, but we do have our own Landorus, so maybe my opponent doesn't bring Char-Y though, because we've got the Kangaskhan and the Whimsicott coming out for my opponent. So we will get an important Intimidate off into both targets here. I think what I'll do is just Icy Wind, switch straight out into Char-Y, I think. And we'll see, because we've got, you have to worry about the Kangaskhan going for a fake out. There's an Ice Punch potential as well into that Landorus slot, and the Whimsicott could potentially just go for a Tailwind here. But we'll see. And we want to just keep Landorus around so we can cycle Intimidates, and more importantly, like I said before, you never know, the Charizard might be in the back, but it's unlikely now. So it's going to be, the Landorus is going to be more handy to keep around for cycling these Intimidates onto this Mega Kangaskhan more than anything. Let's see where he goes. Fake out into Cresselia. Okay, and Wimmy going for a Charm. That's something you don't see every day. So lowering the attack stat on our target in Pokemon. Okay, so I think we can Mega Evolve. Do we just protect an Icy Wind again? I think we probably do. Yeah, let's go for that. Because I still don't feel super comfortable about taking just even a -1 attack from Kangaskhan unnecessarily. We do see Landorus come in. is going to cycle that Intimidate. We'll just Mega Evolve and Protect though with Charizard. Let's see what this Kangaskhan goes for. It's probably attacking into the Charizard though, more than likely. We get the Drought up. The reason I don't want a Tailwind as well with Charizard in front of the Wimmy, like it's risky going for a Protect in front of a Whimsicott, to be honest, because of the on-call. We see a Sucker Punch come out. Wow, okay, into Cresselia. Doing not bad damage, but we are going to get this Icy Wind off. We'll be able to see what kind of... It's maybe an Assault Vest Landorus. I feel like I probably want to preserve Charizard more than anything here. I'm going to just switch back into Landorus just to be a bit safer and go for another Icy Wind. Now, it's not likely that this Kangaskhan actually has Ice Punch. It might do, like Fake Out, Sucker Punch, Return and Law Kick I would have said would have been its chosen moves, but it might not have Law Kick. It might have went for Ice Punch over it. So if it doesn't have the Ice Punch, Landorus is a bit safer in here, and it's going to be important to get at least another Intimidate onto this opposing Landorus anyway, and you can imagine it'd probably go for a Rock Slide here, if anything, maybe a knockoff as well. We do actually outspeed everything now with Cresselia, so my opponent running quite a slowish team, and drop the speeds on everything again. Cresselia putting in some nice work here. Rock Slide from the opposing Landorus, trying to net the KO on that Charizard, but good job we took it out, and a return from Kangaskhan, doubling up into that slot, but thanks to the Intimidate we kind of nullify that. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to go for a U-turn, yeah, and another Icy Wind with Cresselia. So I'm going to pivot into Sylveon now, because I imagine the Kangaskhan switches out now that it's -2, probably wants to get off the field. It's not really doing too much damage. Landorus probably sticks around, maybe goes for another Rock Slide just in case the Charizard comes back in. But again, I could see that probably switching as well. Yeah, so Landorus is going to switch out. The nice thing is that we're doing this, we're continually like just putting on pressure with our Icy Wind support. Kangaskhan not switching now. So we'll bring in Sylveon here. Let's see what this can goes for. Return again into the Sylveon slot. Doing decent damage, but we can go for a Helping Hand Hyper Voice now. It should get the Kangaskhan from this range, depending on how bulky it is, but I would say we'll probably get it. And I don't think anything coming in, switching in from the back, is going to want to take a Hyper Voice. The Whimsicott isn't. The Landorus certainly isn't, because of the health that it's got at the moment. It will go down to a Hyper Voice. And at the end of the day as well, if the Kangaskhan switches out, we've always got an option to Trick Room as well now with the Sylveon out on the field. So no switches though, so let's hope this Hyper Voice is enough to take down this Kangaskhan. So we do outspeed everything with Sylveon after the Icy Wind. Is it enough? It is. Excellent. Okay, so we take down Kang. Do a massive chunk to the Cresselia. We see a Trick Room set up, which is even better, because this is what we want to see. Now anything coming in now, I mean, I think we just lock this up now. Yeah, Whimsicott coming in. We can just go for another Hyper Voice. Did we just go another Helping Hand Hyper Voice, I think? Because we'll probably get the... Did we get the Cress? Maybe not. But I don't think it matters too much now. Like, the Whimsicott could have nature power, Z nature power, I guess. But I don't know how likely that is. So we'll get another Helping Hand. And yeah, there's nature power. We should take this with Sylveon now. Yeah. Super easy. And a Shattered Psyche from the Cresselia. We'll probably go down to this, to be honest. But we still have a Charizard to come in. Oh, poor little Sylveon. Yeah, Sunlight fades, so it's a perfect time to bring a lovely, lovely friend Charizard back in. And we can just go. We know that the Cresselia is not going to bury, so it's fine. We can just, I guess, Icy Wind. Do we want to Icy Wind really in this situation? We probably just want to SOHK the Whimsicott. We could Helping Hand Flamethrower onto the Cresselia, but it's going to go before us. We could just SOHK the Whimsicott just to break a potential sash there. Oh, Whimsicott going to withdraw. I'm going to see Landorus come in. I wonder if we see the Trick Room reverse now. I don't expect a Flamethrower to take down Cress from this range, but it depends. If it's not massively invested, then we might do. Do get a SOHK into the Landorus, not going to do too much damage, but just enough. And a Flamethrower into the Cresselia is reversing that Trick Room. But we do take it down. It's quite an offensive Cresselia, not as bulky as you kind of would normally see. So we've still got the Trick Room up. We'll be able to just KO the Landorus, and then we'll be able to deal with that Whimsicott pretty easily. So no, the Landorus isn't, well, presume that the Landorus isn't scoffed or anything like that. And we just double into that slot with that Cresselia and a Charizard. Unless it's like min speed Landorus, that could throw up a few problems. Nature Power again coming out, turning to Tri Attack into Chop. Cresselia going to get the SOHK into the Landorus. Yeah, we do underspeed it, which is great. And Flamethrower into the Whimsicott, which will wrap things up for us, guys. Yeah, no sash, so that's brilliant, and good game to my opponent. And Sylveon, at least we got to showcase it today. That was good, that's good. But we're going to wrap things up there, guys, just over the 30-minute mark. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. It's been a bit up and down, but it's been always a pleasure doing it, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. More importantly, do let me know your comments on today's episode, on the matches and the team in general, and also, start letting me know what you want to see next week when I come back from holiday, because I'll want ideas for when I come back. Let me know what you want to see played, and then I can start putting it together while I'm away in my spare time, travelling about, and when I've got a few minutes I can start putting some things together. So please, 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 let me know what you would like to see next week on the channel, or the week after that. It might be the week after that by the time I just get back and get myself sorted out, so to speak. But as always, guys, thanks for tuning in, watching. Hope you have enjoyed the episode. Have a great day, afternoon, morning, night, whatever time of day it is where you are, and I will see you all for another episode, and we'll wrap things up with this team on Friday. So remember, this week we've got no stream, so there won't be a stream tomorrow night, unfortunately, but we'll be back Friday with this team to wrap up the week. So until then, guys, take care of yourselves, have fun whatever you're doing, and I will see you all later. So until then, bye bye.